What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you a little story time of my first experience riding in an Uber. Whew. It was crazy. It was unexpected. I never thought this would happen. So what happened was we were on our way to Coachella day 2, and you know, that day was like all just messed up. What happened is that we were on our way to Coachella day 2, and we were trying to find a parking spot and we couldn't find this parking spot. We were literally, so we were in the line to get into the parking space that we were in day 1, and so we were, you know, in line to get to that parking space. And so we were literally in line for like 2 hours, and yeah, like, so there was 2 lanes. There was 1 and 2, and we were in lane 2, and that was the one that we, you know, you turned right into the parking space. And so we were there. We were waiting in line for 2 hours already. We were like, fuck, like, this is taking forever. And we decided to get out because there's like cops, you know, everywhere. And there's a cop saying like, hey, you guys, like, you guys can get into this lane, like, it's also for parking. Both lanes are for parking. And we're like, okay, cool. Both lanes are for parking. Let's get in the other one. Like, there's no one in that one. Little did we know, no one was getting in it because it was bullshit. So we decided to get out of the lane. We were now in lane 1. And we get to where people are turning into the parking space, and the cop, like, there's cones, so the people in lane 1 can't get into the parking. And we're like, what the fuck? And then the cop goes, oh, there's parking down there. So me and my friend were like, okay, like, maybe there's parking, like, right, like a parking space like right next to this one, and like it's just like through another entrance. We were like, whatever, okay, cool. We go, and there's nothing. So we turned that corner of that block, and we still haven't found a parking space. And we're like, what the F? Like, what's going on? We were so pissed. I was like, they're such liars. I was like so exaggerated, and I was so pissed and aggravated. And I was like, freaking cops are liars. I'm not trusting them anymore. Let's go all the way back around. So we decided to go all the way back around and not wait in line 2 hours. And we went into the second lane right away. And then right when we got to like where like people, like the cars were turning into the parking space, we were gonna, like, you know, cut someone off and then just like get in front of them and then get inside, so we wouldn't have to wait all that time. And so basically that's what we did. And you know, it took us a while because, like, Coachella's huge, so we literally had to do, like, go around the whole block of Coachella and then come back to, like, where the parking space were. And so then we get there, we do that, and then right when we're gonna get into the parking space, the cop goes, it's closed because it's full already. Me and my friend look at each other and we're like, oh my god. We were literally about to, like, my head was gonna explode. My head was going to explode. I was so pissed. I was even more pissed at the cops. I'm like, I'm not rolling down my windows. Like, I'm not listening to them. Like, screw them. Like, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. So we go around. We tell the cop, we're like, we went around and there's no parking space. Like, what are you talking about? There's parking space. And then he's like, yeah, there is. Like, you know, just follow the signs. And we're like, okay, cool. We get nothing. There is a line of cars trying to get somewhere, I don't know, but there was no, like, no one was turning into anything. So we're like, whatever, like, it's already, you know, 6:30. Georgia Smith goes on at, like, she went on like at 8:10 or something like that. So we're like, we need to get there. And so we finally decide to just, like, park our car at a Walgreens, like 3 miles out from where, like, Coachella was. And we just park our car there, and then we call an Uber. So I download the Uber app on my phone because my internet was working a little bit more than my friends. And so we decided to do that. I download the app, I put all my information in, and then you know, we call an Uber. She's like there, like, right away, like that. and I was like still putting on my shoes because I saw in my flip-flops I had to put on my boots because I wanted to look cute, you know, and whatever. No, I didn't even end up taking pictures because we got there so fucking late. But anyway, and so I'm not gonna remember. Hello. Yeah, sure. My little brother wants to be in the video, so let's just give him a little shot to shine. He's a boxer.
I look ugly up close. I need to be flirting.
Oh, okay, okay. This is the boxer of the family. Right. Yeah, let me see the flex on them. Flex on them. Alright, bye. Okay, bye. And so after that, you know, I put all my information in, and the Uber's like there right away, and she goes, we had like our water bottles because we were trying to stay hydrated and not die, and we learned like from the first day to have water bottles, and so we both had our like big water bottles. And the Uber lady goes, oh, do you guys have water? I see. And we're like, yeah, like we have water, like we're trying to stay hydrated, you know. And she's like, yeah, she's like, water. She's like, vodka. And I was like, no, like it's water, like I swear it's water. First of all, I don't drink. I don't like to drink a lot. I do every once in a while, but my friend's underage. She can't drink, so I don't want to get, you know, in trouble for that. She's just like, yeah, like take your time. I was still putting on my boots, and she's like, yeah, take your time, like it's okay, like I'm just gonna go run and get something at Walgreens, da da da. And we're like, okay, cool. I put on my boots. We were about to get in the car, and we're like, yeah, we're ready. And she's like, okay. She's like, well, if you guys want anything, like, you know, I have like a secret menu in my car. And then we're like, okay, cool. Like me and friend, like, damn, like we about to get some snacks, like before we go to Coachella, like we about to get some more water. We're like, damn, okay girl, okay, like shit, okay, you a cool Uber, you know. We were like, damn, like we about to get snacks. And that's what me and my friend thought. We're like, we're gonna get snacks. And so we get in the Uber, and she's like, here, like let me give you my secret menu. And we're like, okay, cool, you know. And this is where shit gets real. She goes, here's the secret menu. So we like start looking at it, and we're like, okay, like this is secret, okay. And so like the first thing that's like that's on there is like a blunt, you know, $3, a bowl, $5, a shot of vodka, $1, something like that. I don't remember the exact like prices. What else did it say? Like I think it said like a beer, $5. And then like she had like, I don't know what else, like there was other things on there. I'm not like, I don't remember them 100% because I was shook, and I was just like, fuck, like I don't want any of that shit. Like no girl, what the fuck. Like I was like, I remember looking to my friend, we're like, dude, what the fuck. And then we just like look at each other and like, what kind of Uber did we just get into? And this is my first Uber experience, and this is what I had to experience. And I was like, okay, this is the first and last time I use Uber, right? Even though I had to take an Uber back, but whatever, that's beside the point. And so after that, we were just like, okay, cool. Like, and she was like, do you guys want anything? And we're like, no, like I think we're good. Like I'm like, do you have water? And she's like, no, only vodka and beer. And I was like, okay. I was like, no thank you, like I'm good. I'm trying to hydrate, not die here of freaking dehydration. And so she was just like, okay, cool, whatever. And she was just like super like I mean, she was cool, like she was a cool person, but she was just like very like, she didn't give a fuck. Like, so then that happens, right? And then we like start driving and, you know, trying to get to like where we are. Keep in mind there was so much fucking traffic this weekend because of Coachella. And so there's people like trying to still get into the parking spot, you know, because like I feel like a lot of people the last day only went because, or not the last day, sorry, the second day, because Beyonce was going. Everyone wanted to see Beyonce, you know. And so there was a lot more traffic like during the night because everybody was like, well, I just want to go to see Beyonce, like we don't even want to go to see the other people, because honestly there wasn't that many good people that day, or good like people that like are big, I guess. We wanted to go see Georgia Smith and Beyonce, so we were trying to get there, you know, because Georgia Smith went on at 8:10. And so we like start going, and then all of a sudden, you know, she like starts cutting people off like super crazy. And like I heard that like Ubers aren't allowed to do that, like they're not allowed to cut off people, and like, you know, unless it was like a like an emergency kind of thing. But anyway, she was just doing it just to do it. And me and my friend were just like literally shook at this, like at this girl. Like we were just like, oh my god, like she doesn't give a fuck. Like you know, we can give you a bad review for like almost killing us. And she didn't care. She was like, I'm chilling, like whatever. So she like cuts off this guy twice. She cuts him off twice, guys. And I'm like, oh my god. So the guy finally like gets pissed and he like flashes his lights at her. And she like was like, chill, chill. And then me and my friend were like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with this woman? And then he just like keeps flashing his lights at her and beeping at her. And so she rolls down her window and she like looks out the window and she's like, chill, relax, God. She's like, be patient. And she just turns around and like puts her like, but it was so funny, like she didn't care to be like that in front of us. Like I was so shook. I was completely shook. Like when I tell you, I never thought that like I would experience something like that. I never thought I would experience something like that. Like that was something so weird, especially because, you know, they're supposed to be like professional, and I don't care like if you're like, I mean, I didn't really care, like honestly. I thought it was fucking hilarious, and I'm like, this is gonna make for a great fucking video. And so after that, like she's just like super road raging like in front of me and my friend, and we're just like, okay, cool, like all right, you know. We were just like so quiet, and it was like so awkward, like she didn't give a fuck. And so all of a sudden, like her phone starts ringing. She has it on her dashboard, like, you know, like you know, on her dashboard, and you know, hung up. And she goes, hey, like she answers, and then the girl's like, hey. It was a girl, and she's like, wow. She's like, you look really sexy. She's like, hold on, let me put on my headphones. Hey, she's like, do you ladies mind if I put on my headphones? And then we're like, no, like what? No, we don't. Like, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Like, you already doing it. You already doing whatever you want to do. Why you asking us? Like, whatever. And so then she goes, okay, like I'm gonna put on my headphones, you know. Hold on, because the girl was like starting to talk, and like she was being like sexual with her, like, you know, whatever. And so like she's like, hold on, let me put on my headphones. And she like grabs her headphones and puts her headphones in, and she just starts talking to her like dirty. It was so weird. And me, oh my god, yeah, she didn't give two flying. And so then she like starts talking to her, and she's like, yeah, so like, you know, I'm pretty sure the girl asked her like, how's she been, like what is she doing? She's like, yeah, I'm out in Coachella. She's like, I'm in Indio. She's like, I'm working Coachella. She's like, I'm getting, you know, I'm getting okay money, you know. She's like, but where I'm getting my real money is selling drugs. She's like, yeah, she's like, I'm selling drugs out here. She's like, you know, being a little drug dealer or whatever. And then not really, I don't know if that's being a drug, that's what she said. And she's like, yeah, I'm just like selling drugs, you know, and you know, alcohol, whatever. And we're like, okay, like cool, you know. We're just like, whatever. Like I just wanted to get out of that car and go to Coachella. I'm like, bitch, if you taking me, so be it. Do what you gotta do. And then we were like, we don't have any more time to get another Uber. Like, just take us to our destination, please, God, let me get there safe. And so she like started on the phone, and she's like, yeah, she's like, you know, she's like, yeah, she's like, I tried like, what else did she say? She's like, oh yeah, she's like, I've tried like, oh, she's like, yes, she's like, I've already tried sneaking into Coachella 3 times. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, and she's like, yeah, the first time I tried sneaking in with the fake bracelet, and then they caught me. The second time I tried just running in, and then the third time I tried sneaking in through like the back or something like that, but they caught me. They tackled me down, and we're just like, oh my god, like what is wrong? Like, oh my gosh, she was a savage. Like, she did not care. And we were just, me and my friend were just like, oh my god, like this girl. So we finally get to like the Uber place, you know, the Uber station at Coachella. She didn't even say goodbye to us at the end either. Like, she just like was like on the phone the whole time, like the whole Uber ride, like there. And when we got off, she's like, do you guys want me to just drop you off here? And we're like, she's like, or it would have to be like another like 3 hours to get to the very front. And she's like, and that would, you know, be money. And we're like, no, just here, like whatever. Like, we didn't even care about the money, we just wanted to get out of there, you know. So we're like, no, it's here, like we'll walk, thank you. And we get off, and she's like, okay. And she just like continues talking on the phone, and we're just like, oh my god, okay, bye. Like, and we just like left. You know, overall, like it was just like a crazy experience, and me and my friend were just like, oh my god, thank god we got to Coachella and we're safe now, and like that's done. Like it was the most awkwardest freaking ride I've ever done, first time ever, and that's how it went. It was crazy, guys, but thank God we made it to Coachella safe, and you know, now we're home, and it was the best night of our lives. What happened after that was the worst night of our life. So it was like the best and the worst night of our life all combined, because so much shit happened that night. But I want to leave that for another video. I want to leave that because that's a long, you know, video as well, and so I want to leave that for another video, because that one is how we almost got kidnapped. But I will leave that for another video. This video is, you know, pretty much done. That's what happened. She was a super savage Uber driver, and you know, thank God at least we didn't crash. We made it safe to Coachella. We got to see Beyonce, you know, the queen bee, and yeah, so like that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what happened. It was so crazy. This lady was insane, but she was dope. She was cool. She was very chill, and you know, so at least that. All right, guys, so this completes the video. That was my story of my first time and my first experience driving in an Uber. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure not to leave without liking this video, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys.